At the beginning of this journey, we absolutely must keep this in mind. What did the actors and actresses of the Harry Potter movies look like when they first stepped into their iconic roles? And how have they transformed in the years since? It's like watching a real-life time-turner effect, seeing those fresh-faced youngsters evolve into the accomplished adults they are today. Alongside this captivating then and now, we'll unearth some truly fascinating facts about the entire Harry Potter film saga, and whisper some of the most intriguing stories from behind the enchanted movie-making curtain. So, grab your wands, or perhaps just a comfy seat, because we're about to embark on an unforgettable trip back to Hogwarts and beyond. It's almost impossible to picture anyone else in those roles now, isn't it? Think back to Daniel Radcliffe, all wide-eyed innocence and unruly dark hair, perfectly embodying the boy who lived. He was just a child, carrying the weight of a cinematic behemoth on his small shoulders. And now? Daniel has blossomed into an incredibly versatile actor, deliberately choosing roles that stretch him far beyond the Gryffindor common room, from playing a farting corpse to a tormented poet. Then there's Emma Watson, the bright, bushy-haired Hermione Granger, whose intellect and loyalty shone through from her very first scene. She was the quintessential know-it-all, but in the most endearing way. Today, Emma is not only a celebrated actress, but also a vocal UN Women Goodwill Ambassador, a real-life Hermione using her platform for global good. And who could forget Rupert Grint, our lovable, perpetually slightly panicked Ron Weasley. His ginger locks and expressive face made him the perfect comedic yet courageous companion. Rupert has since explored a variety of quirky and interesting roles, even becoming a father, a far cry from worrying about spiders or slug club invitations. Even Tom Felton, who so perfectly portrayed the sneering Draco Malfoy, has shed his Slytherin antagonism to become a genuinely beloved figure among fans, often seen strumming his guitar and reminiscing fondly about his Potter days. He's a testament to how different actors can be from their characters, his warm personality a stark contrast to Draco's cold exterior. And Matthew Lewis. Neville Longbottom's transformation is perhaps the most visually striking, from a somewhat awkward, round-faced boy into a confident, handsome man. A true, long-bottoming glow-up that delights fans to this day. The sheer scale and detail of the Harry Potter movies are mind-boggling, and the facts surrounding their creation are just as magical. Did you know, for instance, that over the course of the 8 films, Daniel Radcliffe went through approximately 160 pairs of glasses? And speaking of wands, around 5,800 wands were reportedly created for the entire cast and crew throughout the series, with Daniel himself breaking around 80 of them because he often used them as drumsticks. The attention to detail extended to every corner of the wizarding world. The motto of Hogwarts, Draco dormiens nunquam titilandus, actually translates to, never tickle a sleeping dragon. Perfectly whimsical, isn't it? And the food in the Great Hall. Scenes in the early films? For Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, much of it was real food, which looked amazing, but, under the hot studio lights, quickly spoiled and created quite a stench. For later films, they wisely switched to mostly artificial food with some real items for close-ups. The continuity of the cast was remarkable, a rare feat for such a long-running series. One of the most poignant threads was Alan Rickman, who portrayed Severus Snape. J.K. Rowling entrusted him with crucial details about Snape's backstory and ultimate loyalties years before they were revealed in the books, allowing him to layer his performance with a depth that audiences wouldn't fully understand until the very end. Imagine carrying that secret. This knowledge informed every sneer, every pause, every loaded line he delivered. This level of dedication from the author to the actor is part of what made his portrayal so iconic. Another incredible feat of filmmaking was the 7 Potters scene in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Part 1. It reportedly took Daniel Radcliffe over 90 takes to film all the different Harry personas and their interactions, a true testament to his commitment and the complexity of the visual effects involved. Behind the scenes, the set was often a place of youthful energy and, occasionally, hilarious mishaps. Director Alfonso Cuarón when he took over for Prisoner of Azkaban, famously asked the main trio to write essays about their characters. Emma Watson, in true Hermione fashion, wrote a 16-page essay. Daniel Radcliffe submitted a respectable 1-page summary. And Rupert Grint? He hilariously forgot to do it, perfectly channeling Ron Weasley's more laid-back, or perhaps procrastinating, nature. There were pranks too. During the filming of the Great Hall sleeping bag scene in Prisoner of Azkaban, Alan Rickman and Michael Gambon, who played Dumbledore from the third film onwards, following the passing of Richard Harris, reportedly hid a remote-controlled fart machine in Daniel Radcliffe's sleeping bag. They set it off during takes, much to the amusement of the younger cast members. Even the animal actors had their moments. The owls, while majestic, weren't always the most cooperative co-stars, sometimes flying off with messages or missing their cues. And Crookshanks, Hermione's cat, was played by multiple felines, including one named Crackerjack, who was apparently quite the diva on set. It wasn't always fun and games though. Emma Watson has spoken openly about how she considered leaving the franchise around the time of Order of the Phoenix, overwhelmed by the fame and the commitment. Thankfully for us, she decided to stay, giving us the complete journey of Hermione. And the bond between the actors was palpable. They literally grew up together, navigating the strange world of global superstardom side by side. This shared experience created a unique family dynamic on set. Richard Harris, the original Dumbledore, apparently thought Fawkes the Phoenix was a real, incredibly well-trained bird, not an animatronic, which is a charming testament to the skill of the creature effects department. And Helena Bonham Carter, who played the wonderfully unhinged Bellatrix Lestrange, accidentally perforated Matthew Lewis's eardrum with her wand during a scene in Order of the Phoenix, when she got a bit too enthusiastic with her character's wickedness. He was a good sport about it, but it just shows how intense the filming could get. One of the most mind-blowing production facts is that the props department created over 210,000 coins for the Gringotts Wizarding. Bank scenes in the final 2 films alone. And think about the artwork. Miraflora Mina and Eduardo Lima, the graphic designers known as Mina Lima, created every single piece of graphic art you see in the films, from the Daily Prophet newspapers to the packaging for Weasley's Wizard, Weez's products, and even the Marauders map. Their work is a character in itself, adding such rich texture to the wizarding world. The final scene of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Part 2, the epilogue set 19 years later, was actually one of the last things filmed. But there was also a version of it shot much earlier, around 2009, to ensure they captured the main actors before they aged too much beyond their characters' then current ages, just in case. The producers truly thought of everything to preserve the magic. From the first glimpse of that iconic lightning bolt scar to the final wave goodbye on Platform 9 3/4, the Harry Potter films created a universe that continues to captivate millions. The actors who brought these beloved characters to life have journeyed from childhood stardom to diverse and fascinating careers, forever linked by their time at Hogwarts. The dedication of the crew, the secrets shared between author and actor, and the sheer joy and occasional chaos on set all contributed to a cinematic legacy that is as enduring as the magic it portrays. It's a world brimming with stories, both on screen and off, a testament to the power of imagination and the bonds of friendship. If this journey back to the heart of the Harry Potter universe has rekindled your love for these films and their incredible cast, and you're eager to explore more transformations, behind-the-scenes secrets, and fascinating facts about your favorite movies and TV shows, then you absolutely need to check out my channel, Cast Talks. We dive deep into the worlds you love, bringing you closer to the stars and stories that shape them. So, hit that subscribe button on Cast Talks and let the magic continue.